Hey, it's Poisson in Variance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist, who has been hitherto kind of lacking in the content creation department on account of not making shorts for the past few days, and also mainly video editing has taken up the majority of my time. Yesterday, I got home from work, and then I edited for nine and a half hours. I guess we count eating, so 9 hours straight, pretty much. Yeah, because I got home from work. I had like a late lunch, early dinner kind of thing, and then I just kind of sat at my computer editing. Non-stop. But yeah, the hyperfixations fought out in my brain. They actually did. The urge to do so much different stuff, but I was like, you know what? I've been sleeping. I felt the editing motivation, and I had been like sleeping on it for a while, and so I was like, you know what? We're editing. We're editing today. And so you know what? That's what I did. You know, looking at this starting menu screen, I realized that we're supposed to be building actual buildings and then putting machines in them. But that's not nearly as fun now, is it? It's a lot more fun to just build nonsense. I like disconnected nonsense, which is why we're going to create the Hypertube tower today. I mean, yeah. And then, let's see. So yeah, editing. I finally finished a video. Like I said, I've been sleeping on. I spent about way too long on it in total. That I wrote the script, or like I wrote the like first draft for the script for it like 4 months ago, and then just didn't really touch it. I would like touch it so rarely, and then I was like, I'm not gonna finish it. And I was like, you know what, we're finishing it. And then I finished it in about 3 days, the whole, like, half of it, which isn't a very long video, but if you take into account the time it edits to, you know, to do 30 seconds of editing is several hours, if it's a lot, if you're doing a lot to it, which I was, so consequently, it comes out next Friday. It comes out next Friday. It's very goofy. Don't expect to actually learn anything from it, but technically you can. The information is presented. There you go. But yeah. So this weekend I plan to go ahead and record and edit shorts for the entirety of next week and knock that out of the park, so that I can, or out of the way, so that I can, you know, spend more time on creation of various degrees, and I can also spend more time studying without stressing over. And I've been like trying to set up HR stuff for this new job where they're not communicating things effectively at all. They're like, hey, what times are you available? And I was like, do you have any time after 2 on Tuesday? And they're like, we'll give you 12:30 to 2:30. And I was like, okay, well, that's not after 2. It ends after 2, but I have to show up at 12:30, but okay. Guess I'll call out of work. God. It's for a weekend position, but HR is only open on the weekdays, so that's really doinking me. Not a fun way. But regardless, today is Friday. Today is a day to have some fun. I have not gotten the chance to play this since I played it on Monday, so nothing new. But the plan for today is first we create a tower. Well, no, first we have to buy hypertubes that can climb up walls. And then we're gonna create a tower where the hypertube ascends us up this tower. And then it's gonna launch us. That's it. We're creating the ultimate diving board. For no particular reason. Other than I love the hypertubes, I have so much fun with them, and I want to see if we can essentially almost vertically. There will be a slope, you know. This will not have a derivative of 0, but if we can create a hypertube that more or less goes relatively vertical, and we can do that by taking our 31 coupons. Okay, those are added to my inventory. And purchasing... Oh, there's a whole lot of stuff. Oh. Interesting. I didn't know these were all here. I don't know why I would want them, but okay. Ah. Good. Coffee cup. Oh, you can actually use it to... I don't know why you would do this, but I guess you can. Like this stuff, okay, I guess. Because this stuff is really hard to come by. But that kind of defeats all the purpose. Anyways, where... Here we go. Add that to the cart. And then we want to... Ooh, add that to the cart. Heck yeah. Add that to the cart. Popular in your sector. They have straight up a frequently bought together section. That's so funny. Okay, let's go ahead and buy that all.
As Fixit amply demonstrates, you can never have too much management.
So what we're gonna do is have too much management. We're gonna go ahead and I want to make the Hypertube tower right here. Right here would, in theory, be... I forgot I have a jetpack. Would, in theory, be the perfect place for anything productive. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna build a very simple 4x4 tower to the sky, where it's gonna be like here. It's going to go very high up, and then we're gonna encircle it in hypertubes to create the hypertube cannon. But first I should actually test something. I'm gonna put my coupons in my chest here. I have... Alright, I was doing like oil last time, but that's not nearly as funny. We'll return to the oil life of an oiler. Haha, math joke. The oiler asphyxiation in due time, but first I want to check something. So if I just go ahead... Oh wait, I can do blueprints now. Hold on a minute. How do we use blueprints? I've never used them before. Oh. Oh, a blueprint design. Oh. Okay, so I need modular thingies. go ahead and catapult our way over to where those are stored. Well, I found a few of them right there, but we'll ignore that for now. Okay. This jetpack is made life so much easier. I want one in real life, but I don't have that type of money or the ability to sustain the fall. All right, so we need to find some. Excuse me. I need water. God. We need somewhere to place the blueprint designer, because I don't really get how it works. I assume we... Anyways, I assume... I can put it right here. I don't got anything going on right here. Alright. How does the blueprint designer work? Talk to me, voice in my head.
Satisfactory blueprint. Interact with the blueprint designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu.
So
Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
of course it is. Alright, so... Yeah, if I want to... So say I just want to do what I was doing before and like set up that little tower. And then I just want to copy and paste this a million times. To make the tallest thing I can think of. So first, let's go ahead and see if we can copy and paste this. Or like how exactly that works. 'Cause... New blueprint. Okay, it costs 100 this and 40 that, so I'm gonna need a lot of this and a lot of that. This new blueprint will just be called tower. It's a tower. Feeling intuitive and creative today, aren't we? Perfect. Select an icon. It's gonna be that. Color. It's gonna be the. Perfect. Alright, save blueprint. Alright, now how do I use it? Do I have a blueprint? Is it just like in my stuff now? Like special maybe? Do I have a blueprint gun somewhere? Oops. What are the logistics of this? Oh, blueprints. There's a whole section. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna need a lot of concrete and a lot of those little metal thingies. But before I do that, I want to test. And I'll put that on 10. how well we can put a hypertube to just go... Okay, that was horribly done. It did not line up at all with what I was going for. We want to see if we can put a hypertube that just climbs this tower. But first, as a... It's not even an issue, more of I want to line things up. I don't know. I don't know. Regardless. How have you guys been? How has your week been? Do you have any exciting weekend plans? Or is it, yeah, as per usual, just sit home and do homework? Oh, sweet, I can just do it for you. Because if so, I totally get it. But at the same time, it's not very exciting. Hypertubes. You've been working on your capstone project. Ooh. What's your capstone project been about? I think you've mentioned it before, but I... Okay, this is gonna be dangerous but fun. I feel like you've talked about your capstone project before, but refresh my memory, because I'll be honest, I don't remember. I know, bad streamer. I don't pay enough attention to chat. You guys don't stick in my memory, I'm sorry. Ah. Oops. Morse theory, applying functional analysis, topology, and manifolds. Oh, right! I remember you talking about Morse theory. You were giving us a brief rundown on that. That's super cool. I'm trying to... I want to... Most streamers won't remember one chatter's entire life story. Those are bad streamers. No. I have a small, pretty tight-knit community, so I like remembering what you guys are up to. Alright, let's see how far we can build with just that. It makes me happy. Because I also then get to experience, like, those same sort of, like, joys and celebrations when you guys succeed. I want to kind of do a... part of me wants to do a thesis with my grad program. But I don't know what it would be on. Like, I want to do it on, some sort of math bio thing. Some sort of math bio thing. But I don't know what it would be. How am I gonna do this? Like, definitely something with image processing. That's part of why I'm doing that imaging project. Although, admittedly, I've not also gotten the chance to really work on that much either, since the like I said, my editing taking up so much of my time. All right, how do I make sure this is light? I wish this would snap better. that snapped correctly? No, it is not. Oh, that's rough. Because there's a few different... There's like 1 or 2 faculty where I'm going for my program that I was specifically interested in working with. The problem is that... And like they're an applied... Like connected to the applied math fields. What in the god? Oops, I didn't mean to... I freaking did it again. I fat-fingered. The other problem is that my program might not even go a full 2 years. I want it to go, like, even if I can technically complete it in a year, part of me really wants to do it in the 2 full years because I want to, you know, play with all this stuff. Oh, you can do this. Well, I figured out how we're gonna make this work. Oh boy, this is gonna be goofy. Alright. So we want to build a hypertube. Right there. And we want to connect an entrance to it. Is the program just until I finish a project? No, it's actually it's like a full-on... It's full-on, but yeah, so I'm not actually sure why it would only take a year. Maybe it's just like the required courses. I was looking at them. Don't necessarily you know, take up your whole life. Or like they're in theory completable. But I want it to take over my whole life. That's what I'm about. You don't go back to school to do anything but really get way too into school. The whole reason. He's lined up. Not really, no. Okay, there we go. As someone sitting near me on a plane once said to someone else, because I was eavesdropping. But what did they say? It was weird. I remember it being weird. Because the way they said it, they were like, I enjoy the warm bosom of academia. the warm bosom of academia. Which, strange as it sounds, I do kind of understand. Like I get the safety net that is always being in school. And yes, I am aware of the thing where it's like this dude's going back to get another degree to hold out. This dude's getting another degree to pretend that he'll be able to get a job on the other side. Is that accurate? No comment. As a mathematician, especially an applied mathematician, I have two passions in my life. One is pretending that I'm employable, and the other is applied equations. Because truly, nobody's actually employable. As was said in the Discord the other day, just wait until AI takes over medical. Then we're real doinked. Regardless. Are you having fun with your capstone, or is it been like stressful or overwhelming? Are you working with peers for it? I was able to work with peers for mine. I don't know the logistics if everyone's allowed to for every project kind of thing. But then again, yours is for a master's program, right? Whereas mine was for when I worked on mine, it was for a bachelor's. So, but then again, I feel like master's programs are a bit more lax in certain regards, and obviously not all of regards by any means. There we go. But maybe in terms of collaboration, or I guess it's more both necessary and encouraged. Missing steel pipes. Been stressful because you're writing it so late, and it's been as much time as you should have early in the year. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, and you know, hindsight's, oh my god, we're actually pretty high. Hindsight's 20/20. So don't beat yourself up too much. You know, everyone always wanted to you know, work more on the project. Wanted to do better. But, you know, if it were that easy, then everybody would have, everyone would be billionaires. Like, finding motivation is a struggle. And being able to hold on to that motivation and whatnot, and having that self-control to really work, like, is a learned skill. Take it from the funny math man on the internet. Self-beatings will continue until you improve. I don't think that's the path forward. Well, so there's a difference though between like being like overly critical of yourself and actually being what's the word? Like self-analyzing, self-reflective and whatnot. I can just do that. There's definitely a difference, but and so then the trick comes down to figuring out oh no, we actually skipped a introspective. Yeah, that's the word. Finding the right balance of, oh my god, I'm trash, and I could stand to do a bit more work. Because there is a difference. Where the heck are all my cables? I see them going over there, but I feel like I had them... Oh, right, they're over here. But yeah. That introspection. it can take you a long way. I like that my tower's like woo, starting to wobble. Oh no, this is gonna be great. All right, good to know that the chaos is already forming. Hey bear, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you have been well. I hope you've been your week was good. My week was not bad. It was. I did stay very busy during it, but I consider that a good thing. I would rather be busy than bored. And it's one thing to stay busy and like busy studying versus like busy working on projects and busy at work. How's work been? Work's been all right. It's nothing crazy. It's been pretty slow. As I posted in the Discord, my coworker and I made a goofy little mascot for our department's tutoring center. Yours was decent. I'm glad to hear that. Listen, it's one of the funny streamer things is that being mildly parasocial goes both ways. Because I really like to hear about your guys' lives, and it makes me legitimately happy when I hear about your guys' lives and it improving. So please, keep me informed. Yeah, we'll do that. Your, fun fact, actually, Bear, in the video that releases, next Friday, since I used the fan art you made of me at one point in the video, you are credited. You are credited in the video. How did I like that? I love that sketch. It was so funny. I love this sketch of me. I showed it to several people right after you sent it. I was like, oh my god, look at this. And they found it very amusing as well. And then I realized that I hadn't told several people that story of me almost getting arrested. Oh! Oh my god. I realized I
to explain how organic bodies work.
I hadn't yeah, told several people that story. And so they found it very, very amusing. You got credit. Yeah, so the paid exposure, it's fan art, it's different. Paid exposure would be if it were commissioned, but it was fan art, so I think it's fine. The video is gonna be, or is about, the Poisson distribution, and it's very nonsense, but like I said, the fan art, I use the fan art at one point for a part of it. So I was like, well, I absolutely need to credit Bear for that. So yeah. I'm very excited It was a great deal of editing. Very, very goofy. Some of my favorite nonsense lines that I've ever written. One of my favorite lines actually is in reference to that picture, the fish picture. I won't say what it is just because it makes when you watch the video you will see when the video, you know, releases. It's like not giving everything away in a movie trailer. All right, do you think we're high enough yet? I feel like we might be high enough. Oops. Have you been up to any fun educational stuff recently, Bear? Like Jay is currently working on their capstone project. It's very fun. Can't wait to hear you say goofy stuff. Thank you. Yes, like I said, I'm very excited for people to see it. It's very dumb. We're actually closer to that. Got closer to that than I thought. Okay, so go ahead and let's see. Just gonna. What in the god? What? Huh? What's happening here? You just got accepted into uni recently. Awesome. Are you going? What are you? Perfect. Yeah, like a roller coaster. What are you planning on? What are you planning on studying? All right. Time to put everything in the organizational box so that I can die on lunch. Okay. Just go ahead and store everything. Store everything. Let's make another box. Ooh, medicine. Yes. Go do some good and save the world, Bear. Save the world. All right. All right. Hold on. I need music for this. I need music for the launch. I'm assuming this will work, and it will most definitely kill me, but who cares? It's funny. Okay, Hypertube. Okay. All right. That's louder than I thought it would be. Okay. I timed it wrong. It's actually not as far as I thought it would be. That's not nearly as far as I thought it would be. But now I've stranded myself. What's Jay's project about? Yeah, Jay. You had mentioned it was about like you said, Morse theory. What does that mean? Tell us about yourself. This is now a job interview. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or do you see yourself in 10? Do you ever see yourself? If so, do you need to use a mirror? Can you teach me how to see myself without using a mirror? The answer is become a VTuber. Worst theory, it's about applying functional analysis to topological space. Extrapolate on that. I'm gonna make you defend it right here. Yeah, we're actually gonna grab some fuel for our next... We're gonna try that launch again and see how we do. Picking up speed. Ooh, do. I'm going to die. Oh no. Look at my feet. Final year, yeah, you're on your final little run. Oh my god. The post-mortem spasms are hitting hard. I want to do it again. I wonder. One method is to study smooth functions from these manifolds to the real numbers. Define a smooth function for us. Specifically, where the derivative is 0. That's all people ever care about. All people ever care about is when their functions are equal to 0. When the derivative is equal to 0. And people just want Laplacians. You know, Laplacians aren't so great. Laplacians are just a specific, or like no, sorry, not Laplacians. Well, yes, Laplacian, but Laplace's equation is just a specific form of the Poisson's equation. It's not special. Yes, technically it is special because it's a specific version. Let's try this again. Let's see if a jump pad can save me. Uh-oh. Jay over here in his pure mathematician lifestyle. But an admirable boy. Alright, let's try this again. Oh my god. I can almost get up to that. Oh, that should be our goal. This needs to get higher. I have an idea. Do not speak. I'm not speaking ill of it so much. I was saying it's not as impressive as people think it is. There's critical points, sure. Oh no. I'm saying that people generally care about critical points, but critical points are... Did I delete all that stuff accidentally? Whoops. Critical points are cool and all, don't get me wrong. But have you ever considered the functions mapping to functions. People seldom do. I guess Jay technically is, but pretend he's not, then I can get away with saying that. Oh no, can I time the autosave? I can time the autosave where I'm falling to my death. Look at that. So close. This will be, oh! I should make an entire factory also in the sky. But, like, hear me out, okay? Hold on a minute. Okay, this is of great importance. Where's my iPad? I need to... Do I feel like doing that? You know what? I'm not gonna do that just for the bit right now. But I'm not trash talking critical points. Don't misunderstand. The critical points are valued and loved in this chat. But I'm saying, don't judge a fish by its bubbles, you know? There's more to life than critical points. And yes, I copyrighted the phrase, don't judge a fish by its bubbles. You guys can't legally use that. Boy. Transport. We're gonna make that actually 9. I wonder what the height cap is. But yeah. You guys can't legally say, don't judge a fish by its bubbles. If you do, you have to pay me. I accidentally ended up canonically being a fish. How's the crack cocaine bitch? Wait, what? Oh, are you talking about the brain stimulus that is this fantastic game? I haven't played it in a while. Nope. Wait, no, uh-oh. No, I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. I have no control over it. It's going well. It's going well. We're currently designing a very large tower just to be a cannon, and that's it. Just... Oh my god, I'm already higher than it! I did not expect it to that. If the fish is dead and only bubbles are... Why does it sound like Skyrim cave music right now? What if the fish is dead and the only bubbles are the ones from the carbon dioxide cycle leaving its body back to the surface? Oh, that's a good point. Well, I'm not dead, so I can still copyright strike you. Once I die, I can't copyright strike you anymore, but boy. So don't worry, you'll get your chance in due time. You'll get your chance in due time. Just wait for me to get hit by that inevitable car crash. And you'll be good. Everybody's waiting for the inevitable car crash to take me. Come on. There we go. Luckily, I've still never actually gotten into a crash while driving. But why specifically a car crash? I don't know. I don't remember. I know Jen was the origin of that joke. Where every time Jen shows up, they'll be like, hey, you crashed your car yet? I'm like, nope. Still no. And I don't remember what spawned them seeking my vehicular collision to occur. I just know that it happened. That they now wish that upon me. But I know it's without malice, so it's fine. Remember, mind your P's and Q's when you say you hope someone crashes their car. That's what we call basic manners. Mind your cars and crash. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure what the origin. I don't know what the origin of half this stuff on my channel is. Well, I know what some of it. For example, you call me a fish. It all comes from somewhere. How do you wish a car crash without malice? Like wishing death with kindness? Well, exactly. Well, what if you want... Well, so, like, you can do that. So, like, for example, what if someone's in a lot of pain and you're like, it would... The only way they're not going to be in pain anymore is if, you know, unfortunately, you know, they pass on, so to speak. I feel like that's a way to wish death on someone with kindness. Where it's like, it's not that you want them dead, it's that you want their pain to stop, and subsequently that does mean that they will have to die. Like, that's the only logical explanation. They've got the super cancer and nothing is going to fix them. Except a subscription to whatever gamer subs or Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know. I need more steel pipes. Okay, we'll be back. Don't worry. Started the fish thing, therefore you could copyright it for its use. You didn't, but you never invented being a fish. I guess I didn't invent bubbles, but that's probably fun. I missed that. You think you got mad because I said I was a good driver and you got jealous? It's not hard to be a good driver, just don't crash. I also don't text and drive, which it's crazy to me that people still need to be told that, but I don't do it. Because, trust me, most... We're still going up! Ooh, a red zone. I wonder what's over there. We haven't explored a lot. There's our second factory, or power supply. There's our little blueprint. Oh, we drifted a long way. Oh no, will we make it back? Unless you're supposed to supply the Discord content stream of the best trash you can find. Yeah, I guess that's not texting and driving. That's what checking Instagram and driving, checking Twitter and driving. Have a good night, Bear. Thanks for stopping by. All right. See, the problem with don't text and drive is it's very easy to think that just glancing at your phone once is not a big deal, but that usually what's causes the accidents. Well, I mean, just don't glance at your phone then. I feel like that's not too hard. So I should be fine as long as I keep it in my sights. Here's the tower. Gotta adjust for this. Gotta adjust for this. We're coming in hot. I mean, yeah, it's like it's difficult to fight. To fight the urge, I guess, to dopamine. I mean, not for me, but you know, for those of us who are, you know, unable to do so. Oops. When do I start seeing the curvature of the planet? Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whew. When you're taught not texting drive, people think actively using your phone while driving, but it's more the distraction that are most unsafe. Like having one beer. That's a good comparison. Oh, it's just one beer. I'm safe to drive. It's like, no, but your skills are skill impaired. That's the thing. The main thing, it's like looking away from the road. It's the same reason why you shouldn't rubberneck. And also why I think having the screens in cars is so dumb. I need more copper sheets. Okay. Which means I need to go over here. Like, why have screens in cars? That's basically the same thing. It's like, oh, but it's facing the road, so it's... Excuse me. So it's fine? That feels rather crazy to me. Look at me go. So you get absolutely sloshed when you go out for a drink. I mean, that's one way around it. I guess. You just hit space? You know, if others can't make you drink and drive, or can't make you drive because you've been drinking way too much, then you've played it safe. Good workaround. Every car must have a backup camera. Oh, is that a thing now? You know, like every new car made, because I'm like, my car doesn't have a backup camera. It was made in like 2006. Or is it more of a... Yeah, new cars have to have it, I guess. Get pulled over. You don't have a screen in your car? Oh, side effect. Like, I mean... Okay, yeah. Alright, you got me there. It is useful in that regard. The backup cameras are really cool. And really nice. I know how I can make this into a cannon. 0, there we go. I know what I need to do. Okay. A very gradual change. That's not gradual enough. My thing is, like, why do you need your phone able to be hooked up to the, like, the fact that cars come in built in with the ability to missing freaking rotors. Dang it. Come with your phone built in, like, that ability is crazy to me. Oh, how much credits actually? How much? Oh, our hypertubes. I forgot that hypertubes take up a lot of power. So this will be interesting. I guess the moral here is I'm gonna have to go and get oil production on after I make my cannon. A lot of car features are getting stupider, but it doesn't seem to get me. I did not think this through. Oh, this is salvageable. 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 Salvageable. But like, yeah, if we haven't seen instances of it really being a problem, then I guess, you know, respond to the data, not to the preconceived notions, kind of thing. I am all in support of having the data really influence, rather than going, oh, but that's probably going to be a problem. Are there certain things where it's like common sense that will be a problem, so you shouldn't do it? Yes. Why is this music so freaky? All right. Death comes a-knocking. Death comes a-coming for us all. All right. The point of our device is purely to kill us. Let's go ahead and see how it works. Never been to a car it's exclusive. I didn't actually know it was a thing. Yeah, no, I've never been to a car that fancy before. Is that like Teslas and stuff have that? And do Teslas have it where it's exclusively controlled by a computer, like a screen? All right, hold on a minute. I need to start up Hypertube slide again. Here we go.
Please return to your designated zone. Failure to comply will result in termination.
This is incredible. Oh my god. Am I just falling through the map now?
What do you think I am? So you better be careful.
Awesome. The fact that it times so well with the song makes me so happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, there's my clip for today is that I need to do that again. Holy heck, that was so fun. Away we go.
Please remember to stay within your designated zone as stated in your contract. Violation of this contract will result in serious consequences should you survive.
There's nothing funnier to me than ragdolling. The music is so serene. And then I just cease to exist. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love that so much. Now, just no matter where we go on the map, we just have the nice little suicidal power cannon. It does nothing but kill you. I love that it does nothing. It does nothing but kill you. There's no benefit to it at all. Makes me immensely happy. It really is the little things. The problem is it's now taking up so much power, and I am not going to turn it off. I gotta remember where I set up an oil pipeline somewhere. I think it's down here. Right, if I go towards the space elevator. Towards the space elevator. And then I can, head out from here, I think? Yeah. And that gets us back to the pipeline. And the pipeline means that we can keep getting, or we can keep trying to get some oil. So that we can, you know, continue to destroy the environment. Oh, I hear a power slug somewhere or something. Must have been up there. Oh, there's another one. Hello. It's the stars of the new hit film Animal Farm. Bro, stop. Who's all gonna go see Animal Farm in theaters? Who's all gonna be first in line to see Seth Rogen bastardize the work of George Orwell? Who's all there for it? 110%. I keep seeing stuff on it. I haven't gone to... I can't imagine... Like, I never see movies in theaters. Like, I can't imagine going to see freaking Animal Farm. I hope that movie flops too. Same. I do not want... I do not want people to associate... Make that association. Someone should take one for the team so we can watch it in Discord together. Oh no. Like what? Like live stream it from the theater on just on your phone. I know movies release online now, like day of or like week after. Get a Disney Plus subscription just to watch Animal Farm. That sounds incredible. Yeah, not at all absolutely torture. I have no idea where my... Oh, quartz actually means. I have no idea where my pipeline is, so... You wouldn't break theater rules to make sure that we can all watch Animal Farm together. You wouldn't get thrown out of your local theater indefinitely so that you can stream Animal Farm to people. What? You're not You're not willing to put yourself on the line like that? I can't imagine why. Yeah, with Danny on this, no one deserves to be paid a cent for the Animal Farm reboot. Do they still have like codes for free movie tickets on like... God, I sound old when I ask that. Is that a thing, like codes for movie tickets on like Mountain Dew bottles and stuff? Because if so, that would be the only way to like see it without paying them directly. I don't know why I'm doing all... Why am I... Wait, hold on a minute. This movie expense. Right. Why am I running all the oil over here? What do I need the oil for? I think I need it for both power. So, like, there's... Great, the refinery transported... How does that actually work? Hold on a minute. I just want to take a look at this. I'll delete it in a second, but... Okay, we actually do need to turn it into products. So I do need to pump the oil for 100 miles to reach a refinery that we are absolutely going to put right next to our home base so that we can poison all of the wildlife and make sure that nobody survives, because otherwise it wouldn't be funny, and being funny is the main goal of this. I am on fire. Shh. Please. I need some berries. That's right. Can't catch me if I'm right above you. You absolutely could. Can I eat their skin? Can I just... Can I... Ugh, I can't eat their skin. I can't eat their flesh. This is ridiculous. I know theaters oftentimes, like I'm pretty sure my brother has one of these deals, where essentially you pay a monthly fee and then you can see movies for free, and that's how theaters get around the fact that tickets are so expensive now. But I don't know how your average moviegoer would do it. That's the thing. It's like there's no reason for me to see or to purchase something like that because I don't see movies. But what if I did want to see a movie? Then I'm dissuaded from doing it because they're so crazy expensive. I'm like, I'm not gonna do a monthly payment, but I'm also just, I don't care that much. Movies do not mean that much to me that I like have to see something in theaters, really. Oh god, the spiders. I realized we had to go through spider territory. The spider. People love Megamind, and I rewatched it a few years back, and I don't know why. I know why I rewatched it is because I was like, we were like having like a movie night in our Discord. But I couldn't figure out why. That's a pipe shape. Why people love it. I think it's because Will Ferrell, he's funny. He's never really been like my type of humor though. Do you guys like him? Like, do you have any like those like comedian actors that you like specifically really like? The one I find really funny is the guy from I Think You Should Leave. I forget what his name is, but he also did like Coffin, like I Think You Should Leave is the one where it's like Coffin Flop and stuff. I think there are physics that apply to fluids and pipes. There are. We can add valve pumps, though, and so that we can... I say ignore the physics, but it really just lets us do stuff up hills. And it takes more electricity, but... You know. We go all in, baby. There we go. We make it work. Alright, so it's going to channel over to our refinery here, which we are going to put right next to our drinking water. And then we'll worry about the logistics of... Oh, I need to craft some inhalers. I forgot that that's a thing. Production, refinery. Okay. All right, so this, we select a recipe, and then we can throw garbage into it. Cool. The children need their macroplastics. Exactly. You get it. You understand. Why is this blue? All right, this one's overcharged. So I'm gonna need to make 1,000,000 power lines. But I have like the extra giant power cable towers, and those can go really far. Distance. What else do we need to do? Something. I just had something in my mind and it's completely gone. All right, inhalers. I want to see how we can make those because I don't remember. Ah, yes, the goop. Oh wait, no, those are flowers. Oh, that's the button. Right, what are these? Mycelia. How do I get mycelia? Is there any crafting recipe that can get me consistently easy inhalers? Material resonance screening. Oh, does this let me actually... actually let me, Oh, okay, so it lets me prioritize merging and stuff. Cool. Haha. 67. What does this one take to craft? Doesn't say what this version, but I need alien protein. Oh, I have alien protein. Look at that, more macroplastics. Also have quartz crystals and silica. Right, I need to make silica for something. Make power shards. Cool. How do I... What did I need silica for? What's this? Mycelia, bacon, and that. Inventory slots. Oh yeah, what's this? Blade runners? What are these? An exoskeleton for lower legs. This is movement, allowing you to sprint faster and jump higher. Also damp. Ooh, 50 silica? Yes, please. Do I have more quartz somewhere? Oh, I can only make 35. I'll have to work with it in due time. In the meantime. What? Alright, cool. We're gonna put that in storage for now so that when I inevitably die, it doesn't get stuck with me. Splitter remains. How do we turn it into protein again? Oh, I guess spitter... We can't do spitter protein. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'll live. Okay, I should have enough stuff to... Yeah, I should have enough stuff to make it back. So I'm assuming I can design maybe at some point a larger blueprint thingy. Alright. Come along, buckaroo. Alright, we're gonna drop one of these suckers right there, and we're just gonna end up... Wire's too long. Okay. Can I do it like that? And then we'll worry about connecting that after. Because we also need to connect this to... the oil extractor thingy. Oh, I kind of had something. You know what? That works for me. I don't need to be pretty. I just... Oh, that's beautiful. Sometimes I need to be pretty. But not today. Alright, we're actually... You guys... Now I'm just thinking about movies and stuff. Like, are you guys gonna see the new Avengers? Because I haven't seen a Marvel movie since what was the last Avenger? Endgame. Yeah, I haven't seen a Marvel movie since that one. I don't know how good they are, how bad they are. I never even saw the Spider-Man that had all the Spider-Men. God.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention.
It's a good
Your brain's
question.
operations are outside typical parameters.
I like that as you pick
Time
up stuff,
spent
you're just...
daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Wait, you lose... That's terrifying. That's... What's terrifying is that's totally possible to happen in the future. Is the idea of you know, oh, we can read your thoughts, and so we can detect that you're not focusing on work. So you're gonna be deducted from your pay. The fact that that's like... I can totally see that happening. It's just a few small steps after glorification of vibe coding. And then boom, we're at thought detection. And the pay reduction because you were daydreaming. Or poor people with ADHD. They're not going to be able to survive the new order of the mind reading Microsoft. It was fun while it lasted. I wonder what other people's brains are like. Because I have no way of... It's one of those things that's like cool, where it's like you have no way of knowing how other people think. You just think how you think. And people can describe to you how they think, or you can describe how you think. But it's different than actually thinking like it. If only we could eat brains. Too bad they outlawed that recently. That's good. Counterpoint. You think of the worst things you can think of, the request a manual review. See, now I'm thinking like the way they would probably have know what they would do. They would just have AI doing all the reading, all the brain readings to avoid stuff like that. We don't want to traumatize our executives. And what I actually mean is it's way cheaper to just have an AI do it instead of having a person do it. And surely an AI can make a judgment call on someone's thoughts. And surely this does not spell horrible results. Because surely the AI knows how to spell, ooh, stuff. Ooh, free motors. I will absolutely take those. A heavy modular frame. Hatch remains. Good, we like those. Ooh. Oh, here's a hard drive. I've been needing one of those.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
That's pretty funny. Why is dark humor so funny? But it has to be dark humor that, like, is actually clever. Or, like, commentary. That's what I can't stand. People, I remember dealing with this all the time as, like, a teenager, is that, like, people would make, quote-unquote, dark jokes, but there would be, like, if there's no commentary on it, then just not even really anything. Oh my god, I'm missing wires. I can't believe I got, like, right here. I need to build another Hypertube back, honestly. But thankfully we can just, you know, follow the pipeline. on the other side of this pipe. Oy. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, whenever someone says dark humor, it's a coin flip to determine that. Pretty much. I know. Like, dark humor, and then someone just goes, haha, dead babies, and you're like, okay. Yeah, real clever. Real clever. Sometimes the joke is that you're saying something you shouldn't be, which is a pretty childish form of humor, but you enjoy it in the right circumstances. I guess it's one of those things where balance of absurdity and not making people. Yeah, it's kind of like rage baiting in that sense. Like rage baiting, it's really funny that the internet has like different terms for things that we already have terms for. Rage baiting, the good version of it is teasing. Like that's the light version is teasing, which is fine. It's good natured. And if it does actually make people upset, then you stop. This is a basic common courtesy. Imagine that. And then the alternative of it is just like just being mean. There's nothing good-natured about it. You're just being a jerk. It's not rage baiting, that's just insulting someone to their face. I'm sure this will work fine with our physics. And to be fair, that's a somewhat difficult thing to judge sometimes on the internet, is because you don't have, you know, tone of voice. But so like in person you can say social awareness and whatnot, and granted not everybody has, you know, the same levels of social awareness or emotional intelligence and whatnot to be able to analyze those sorts of situations. But it's easier in person than it is on the internet. So that's like one kind of defense, but in reality, what do these take? Okay. How much copper do I have? Okay, I need more copper. More copper and more wiring. I love my death tower. It makes me so happy that it does nothing. I guess, yeah, like the whole me firing myself out of my camp. What is happening here? What? I had a conveyor belt that was just looping from the storage back onto the conveyor belt. Why? What? What? But like, yeah, one could argue that my silly, goofy, that my death tower is dark humor, and I think the joke is that, or the joy I find in it is that it is pointless. You're talking about how something doesn't fit in. That's where it fits in. The absurdity of I'm sorry, I need to do it again. Actually, hold on a minute. Let me check what I can do with a hard drive. Oh, cool. I can scan them. Okay, you go there, and then I'll put stuff in there. I need to, it's for myself. Serene music. That's
You
part
are
of it
in
for
imminent
me.
violation of your fix-it contract. Please refrain from leaving the designated zone or you will immediately be terminated.
Yeah, no, I guess it's not fair for me to criticize dark humor and then do that. But you know what? It's the little things. I wake up. It's fine. It was all a bad dream. Character wakes up just, huh. How many inhalers can I make? Because I want to make some inhalers to Celia. I swear I had some of my Celia somewhere. There it is. I'll take it. 2 inhalers is better than none. Oh, that was quick wire. I didn't realize that. Okay, I need to store that. And then I need wire. The problem being that my wire production has been so heavily funneled into motors that, my brother in Christ, I don't even know how long it'll take to get enough. I could I could create a production solely for extra wires just cuz, but alright, because then I'm funneling a bunch into making paywalls. I just realized I never even selected another this thing. Logistics. Right. I mean, I can knock that out right now. And then I only have to worry about rubber then. I have been trying to get back into 1, 2, 3. How many do I have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be enough. Trying to get back into like Helldivers recently, but I don't have people to play it with, and so I just end up playing alone. Oh, that's it. Hey, Tom. How you doing? But turns out it's made me really good at surviving on an isolated planet surrounded by bugs, which is basically the same thing that this is. A very, very specific type of game. Actually, I'm gonna take one more stack for good luck. Look at that. Hey, the biomass burners are actually contributing to the power for once. Oh boy. You're moving to Texas. Are you excited about that? Are you excited about moving to Texas? Because I personally would not be. Join random lobbies, but that's scary. It's scary to play with randoms. Imagine just going on the internet and putting yourself out there. That's terrifying. Who in their right mind would do that? Oh, you are excited to go to... You are excited to go to Texas? Too hot for me. I am not one who wants any amount of heat. Actually, let's go ahead and just go ahead and connect power. Ouch. Cool. You're powered. Streamers. Yeah, well, who would imagine streaming? Is it really fun? I probably should. I mean, that's honestly a good way to make new friends. I would do that back in the day. Back in the day before social anxiety overtook my everything. Actually, one of my best friends is from a random Final Fantasy XIV lobby. Or lobby. We met while we were farming Ruby Weapon in FF14. No. We were farming Seiryu. We were farming Seiryu because Zero was farming for the wolf. And then we ended up making this friend. And then we ended up becoming friends with his best friend, who is now, a number of years later, one of my best friends. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I can't knock it. There's definitely benefit to joining the random lobby. I should get back into it. My only thing is, I'm really bad at Helldivers. I'm only level 10. Because I never really played it when it was picking up. Because I remember playing the first game a bunch with my brother. And then the second game came out, and then I didn't play it for a long time. And then I played some. But I never played consistently. Alright, these towers are expensive, so this is gonna get me. I should be able to reach the oil refine or the oil extractor reactor with just this much wire. Ha! Ugh. And then, funny enough, Elden Ring, like Night Rain, whenever I play that, I tend to play it solo. Like, if I don't play with, like, Zero, I just play it solo, because I normally play Souls games solo. And so even though it's designed to be multiplayer, I never do. Alright. Perfect. But I will not judge anyone else for playing it with friends. For playing any Souls game with friends. There's a multiplayer for a reason. Alright, here we go. It's time to pollute. Oh, look at this. Oh, we're polluting, baby. We're polluting, baby. Alright. Now we have to do the arduous task of finding where the oil flow slows down. And because it will take a long freaking time, oops, long time for it to actually fill up enough. Oh, God. Ah, the ma'am is done researching. Okay. We're cooking. Now we're cooking with oil. I think this is all... Yeah, this is all steady enough. Technically uphill, but it's steady enough where it doesn't really matter. I take it back. Oh no, I think it's just taking its sweet time. But still, you know, why not? No, we got a fair amount here. So I guess this is uphill enough. Let's see how... Oh wow, yeah, you're a pumpkin. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Now we're cooking with portals. I don't know if the oil just, like, moves slower. We're gonna make this number 9. Okay, no, it is doing its best to pump out more. Cool. I don't know how frequently I need to set these, but... What? I put a power pole on top of... What the heck? Oh. Ah. Okay, it seems like the Mark 1s really need to be put pretty frequently, honestly. I didn't realize they need to be this frequently. This will be an investment. Please do not throw fireballs near my oil pipeline. I ask this out of the kindness of your heart. No, I don't even think it's... Oh, no, it is reaching here now. Nice. Oh, it's probably gonna get hell to get it up some of these inclines. Can't believe I dodged that. Okay, we're dealing with you. Reach. Okay, the flow seems to be pretty consistent now. Shut up. And then we slow down around here. Okay. Let's... screw it. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm just going to put it every so often. I can spend the resources. I can always make more. But luckily, this one doesn't seem to be... Okay, we are picking up on the flow rate. That's good. It's just a matter of we need more oil. Let's check in on this. Our capacity is at 2... Shows the amount it would be consumed if all machines on this grid were active. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was never sure how this graph worked. Okay, good to know that it tells you if you just read it at all. Nice. Okay, looks like we're moving over here pretty well. Oh yeah, we're cooking. Oh, we are cooking for sure. Look at that. Oh, now we're slowing down. Okay. As someone who has no oil field experience, I'm not known to really be a Rockefeller. So I'm not sure about the logistics of most of this, but... Guys, narrating gameplay is really hard. I need to distract myself by talking about something interesting. So, you hear about the end of the world? It sounds not great. Yeah, why is this one having a tough time? Seems like we're not really... Okay, our flow rate is going up. That's good. I gotta introduce this to one of my friends who has a... Like, what's the deal here? It feels like we're getting so full. Pump it on. Oh, is it just because, like, it's getting pumped along? Oh yeah, because it's moving all the way down there. So it really, I think, just is a matter of... Oh, wow, and it's full over here. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking. Hi, Bread. Welcome. How are you doing? I mean, I don't disagree with you, Danny. Listen, I know. Either we all turn to glass and nuclear Armageddon, or just things start to get better. But yeah, don't switch it up so consistently, please. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. What have you been up to? You have a good week? You have any fun weekend plans? Okay. Do you have any not fun weekend plans? Man, I'm just really looking forward to this bad weekend. Real excited to just have a absolutely atrocious weekend. There we go. People never wish each other a bad day, and it shows. Got mad at your class. Oh, that's not fun. What did you guys do? What did you guys do? Why did you get in trouble? Whew, look at that filling up. Did someone graffiti? I don't know what else people get mad at classrooms for. You guys had to do a class reflection. Oh. That sounds somewhat embarrassing. I'm curious what you get. What happened if the whole class had to write a reflection on it. Oh, it's too high up. Ah, they were fighting. That's no good. I need to go lower here. I'm sorry to hear that. That puts a big damper on everyone's day. If it's like, oh, there we go. Are we cooking now? Or we need to go even lower? Oh no, we're cooking. One got a black eye? Oh my god. I need to push it just over the edge here. So I think. Well, have a good day. I hope your day gets better. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks for stopping by, though. There we go. Now we're going. Now we're going. Now we're cooking with portals. Okay, we'll start flowing downhill. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. It's incredible to me how many people sometimes don't just hit them with the pleases and thank yous. Like, God. That was a thing when I was getting my bachelor's. Like, no one would hold the door open for each other. No one would say please and thank you. People just felt so rude. It was weird. Okay. A feeling... Do most schools have a zero tolerance policy for fighting? That's okay. Yeah, I feel like that might depend on where you live. Your old high school had to end that because it just encouraged kids to fight. One of them ended up in the hospital. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember once in high school, one of the security guards, his kid attended the high school, and they actually, I guess they had a rough relationship, to say the least, because the security guard ended up putting his own son in a chokehold, and then he ended up getting fired. The cops were called and all this stuff. I know that people... I wouldn't say zero tolerance. I would say people are more... I see people were often suspended for fighting back when I was in school than full on expelled. Except for, well, yeah, versus the kid once who was caught watching some prawn in the bathroom and literally got expelled for it. Which is ridiculous. Oh, that's why I think it's like we need more oil. We need more oil. I know what to do. My genius knows no bounds. We're gonna cut off that segment for a second. And then this will start to fill up, because then it will start washing down. There we go. Perfect. So then when we overflow it with oil, oh, that's actually smart. Do that kind of slow its roll a bit. And that way we can keep it full. And now we can bring it down. And now we're flowing downhill with during a band trip and nothing happened. Yeah, I know. That wouldn't have been the case at my school. Dang, this guy's got accuracy. That would not have been the case when I was in high school. Oh, look how well this is flowing now. I say until we get to right here. I mean, still, the flow is still incredible. It's just we need more oil. And the fact that this all flows downhill makes that a bit rough. So we're going to do the same thing as last time. We're going to create an ending. And wait till this fills up. Normally there were spiders around here, but they seem to have vanished. Yeah, no. See, that's the type of stuff my school had a zero tolerance policy for, which, in my opinion, is kind of bizarre because, like, especially for high schoolers, that kind of stuff is more prone to happen. And then, over excessively punishing people for it teaches them that it's like, oh, that's wrong. Which is not the right way to teach people that lesson. Which is personally a lesson I don't even subscribe to, that you should think that's like, oh, that's bad. Like it feels, and the thing is, nothing about my school was religious or anything, but that feels a very like old school religious vibes. In a weird way. Versus, there was a kid I knew who ended up becoming a neo-Nazi, who got in multiple fights and was only ever suspended for it. So, bit of a weird standard, so to speak. We almost got our oil back. We can almost start polluting again. I'm so excited. We're actually going to dismantle that. So the flow rate is high on here. And just because we're essentially... Okay, but we're not actually flowing anything over here. Because even though the flow rate's high, we're not producing enough oil to handle that yet. Slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and actually cancel this one. Oh. Animal Farm? Where are you? Let's let this section build to max. You've been playing for 2 hours. That's a good, honestly, I appreciate that it tells me that. The first video game in history to actually telling you to stop playing. There had to be one of them. There we go. We're pushing up here. That's all good. Creatures in the way. I didn't even see this thing here. Move, move. Move, 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 move. Move. My God. There you go. Same thing as last time. Let this fill up. Then switch over. Now, I just have to hope all this will stay running correctly once we actually funnel it into the refinery itself. Nice. Starting to move on here. Are we filling up here? Select recipe. Okay. So I can make plastic. Oh, but then we also make byproducts. So this is where the pollution starts happening. Except in this case, this is just rubber. Wait, what? Rubber just requires crude oil, and it makes... Wait, a byproduct of plastic and rubber production can be further refined into fuel and petroleum. Oh. Okay, so we can set... So I assume this is, 6. Sorry, 6. So where's our output? What's our output? So this is... So say I just set that there, and then say I, set that there, and then say we want to start making rubber. Ooh. So our outputs become heavy oil residue, and then rubber itself. Cool. Okay. And then heavy oil residue we can pump into a second refinery to make residual fuel. And then what do we power residual fuel with? Or like, what do we use residual fuel to power? And I need steel beams. Dang nabbit. Ouch. Alright, once we get this our oil pipeline up and running here, What I'll end up doing probably is also making a hypertube over to it. Oh wait, no, it's yeah. Because of course. Let's grab 2 stacks, or a stack and a half, stack and 2/3. Leave our miraculous blueprint here for the time being, because it's beautiful. Alright. We can now destroy these grasslands by covering them in oil. I love it. So this is now cooking. And then the fuel can be used to generate power, or packaged to be used as fuel for vehicles and jetpacks. So if I wanted to use it to generate power, how would I do that? Fluid extractor, oil extractor, power, biomass burner, burns coal into water, or it burns coal to boil water. So do I not have unlocked whatever I would need to turn this into usable fuel yet? I'm gonna have this just come over here right now, because we only need 200 of industrial storage. Let's have a look at the... I love the Hypertube tower just being here. I need to put a sign on it or something. I need to gussy it up. And I love that just by going near it, I am at risk of dying and losing all of my supplies. a strange reason to be happy, but... Oh, here we are, petroleum power. So I need rubber, I need plastic, and then I can start doing fuel-powered generators. So in the meantime, I need to start... Oops. Making the plastic. How much oil does we got? Baby got? Okay, it's okay, a lot. Cool. So it won't be a problem if I siphon off more into a secondary refinery. This should be good. Logistics, pipeline junction, 8. There, cool. Nice. And then we need to make plastic, which... What the heck is this? A byproduct of crude oil and oil refinement into fuel. Oh, this is if we want to make a polymer resin. Oh my god. The level of effort just to destroy the environment. Jeez. Okay. All I want to do is some good old-fashioned polluting. They make it so difficult. Backwards. Weird. Oh wait, hold on, that's the... I was like, why is that backwards? That's because that's the output. Alright, so I need this to start making... this. You start producing... polymer resin. And then that polymer resin. So this actually wants to... Oh, and that can be used as coal. Cool. Alright, so what I need to be making... That's making fuel, that's good. We're making rubber down there, that's good. I need to be making... And so we're making polymer resin here. And then I need to do one more refinery. That's gonna be... Right. Here? I didn't think this through. One more refinery right there. Not pretty, but you know what? I don't care. And it is going to take that into there. And then what else do I need is... water. I can't believe I actually need water, and I can't just pollute the old-fashioned way that I've been accustomed to. Alright, so now we play the fun game. Can we fit one more water extractor? Oh. Yes, we can! Oh, it put it all the way over there. What the heck? There we go. Start extracting. Start extracting. Okay, there we go. Oh, but I need somewhere to put all of this fuel. Oh dear. Production can't happen if we're not dealing with the massive amount of resources that we're creating waste of. This is so ridiculous, it almost feels realistic. It currently takes forever to make rubber. Oh, but we're gonna hit a problem where this is gonna... I gotta start getting the oil out as well. I'm gonna need somewhere to store all of my massive amounts of fuel that I make by causing destruction. Okay, let's do another storage. Put that in there. Start making plastic. Take all this rubber, go ahead and start logistics 4, and then switch over to whatever we need for the next set of oil refinement, or petroleum power. petroleum power. We need 100 motors,
Milestone
100 of that,
reached.
200
The
rubbers, 200
transportation of
plastic. Okay.
resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Liquid biofuel. Ooh. Packaged heavy oil residue. Packaged water. This is gonna be fun. It'll allow us to package stuff and then send it around with conveyor belts instead of having to rely on pipes. And then we have this buffer, we have these generators. And then we can't actually load that up just yet. Grab more rubber, and then we need plastic. And then we should, after this 4 minutes, immediately be able to hop in. And then we can convert these biomass burners maybe into biofuel something. 100. We have 100 motors on us. And finally, plastic is not producing very fast. Oh, because it can't produce just yet. We're gonna have to find a way to get rid of all this waste. Because we need the waste. I have no idea how we're going to be able to do this without making 8 million pipes, but... Oh, I know what we can do. Tedious, but... Okay, I know what to do. Oh, we can just throw out that fuel. Perfect. I know you can't throw out nuclear waste. Oh wait, there's a fluid buffer. I did not realize this existed. This would be useful. Especially right now. Alright. One more fluid buffer. Then we can keep producing plastic up until this fills up. Which will take a while. And then this is filling up with regular fuel. So that's filling up with regular fuel. This is filling with also with fuel. Perfect. And then in 30 seconds, we can go ahead and start on our next... Falumph. Make my way over. We'll put what we can in the pod, and then we'll save here. Oh, it's 2.5 hours. Welcome back. flame thing. Okay. And then so I can have it for the start of next time. Make my way over to my pollution haven. Hang out, wait for more rubber. And wait for more plastic. I'm curious, actually, what's stopping... Polymer resin, and that's generating right into that. Oh, that's the thing, we're not generating... This is generating very slow, that's the thing. Okay. Actually, I'm curious. That's producing rubber. Oh, we can just make plastic without residue. Or, with just oil itself. So while you're making rubber, I actually want you... We're gonna siphon off one more time into just making plastic. This is backwards. Then we can add a little junction. And finally, I guess that's fine. We can fill this with heavy oil residue. And our actual output of plastic. I don't know why I'm making these with... What does it take to actually make the mark bores? Oh, it just took those? Well, that's crazy useful. Congratulations, plastic. You're even faster now. Let's drop our merger in. And go ahead and switch to conveyor belt Mark IV. Wait, never mind. That's actually, you know what? That's fine. There's no reason that I can't do that. There we go. The world's fastest conveyor belts are now at my disposal. going to go ahead and add this rubber. Then return. And then call it, which I've said like 5 times in a row, but this time I mean it. I definitely mean it. Definitely. Grab some biofuel for my jetpack. Then I want to grab some of these for building and replacing conveyor belts. And finally, I shall honor my word and save the game here. And a nice 32 hours. So, with that, thank you all for watching. I've been Poisson Invariant, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. I will be back next week with more shorts, more editing stuff that I will actually be on top of this time. I'm sorry this week has been relatively lax with all that. But thank you all for watching, and